Regards, do you know that things cannot be managed unless you master what's called speaking components? When we talk about communication and public speaking, first of all, you have to understand all these points that I'm going to talk about, and these are, and they are important, salient, valuable, and significant. If you want to be an effective speaker, you have to understand these elements as steps and essential points, as well as you have to be aware about the role and functions of each point. Number one, you need to know how could you select a useful topic, which means you have to present something that make audiences aware in terms of attention getter and points of review, as well as stating the thesis. All these within the topic that you are going to mention. It is necessary and important to satisfy your audiences within such an authentic topic that is useful, satisfactory, and realistic. Within your speech, you have to organize ideas, views, sentences, sign points, transitions. This is called organizations, content organization, or engaging organizations. Engaging organization is how could the speaker able to go profoundly in such speeches that are highly organized and contemporary patterns are mentioned within such diagnostic references. That means treatment and effective solutions with impactful meanings that could be touched, seen by your audiences. So, point number one is useful topic. Point number two is organizing, engaging organization. Point number three, which is the relative important point that talks about how could we manage, control, clear and vivid language. Clear and vivid language. Your language must be understood, simplified, and aimed. As well as the fourth point, you have to express vocal expressions, engaging vocal expression. That means your tone, your rhyme, or rhythm are highly mentioned and seen within the content of your speeches. The fifth point talks about what you can refer to as adaptation of visual aids, facilities, and helpers. Those things that could make your speeches highlighted and realistic. Adopted use of visual aids, adaptation of such remarks that are important. And persuasive corresponding, this is also important because the aim of your speech is to persuade and to entertain your audiences in such speeches that are highly acceptable and remarkable. Concession and prerogative within the orientation of your speech are so important. Therefore, you need to understand how to manage another issues in terms of how could you understand and manage the ideas of mentioning such topics that are difficult to be understood. So all these points within the speaking competencies could make your speech remarkable and outstanding. Also, do not forget to make a type of closure and conclusion. That means that you know how to finalize and then your speeches within an ending that are eventually acceptable and memorable. What's called cogent and memorable way of presenting your speech is significant. Hoping that you could benefit from this episode with eternal gratitude too. Thanks.